Hello my dear friends, and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. Today we're taking a bit of a break from the Bad Batch Season 3. I've made quite a few videos in a row, early reviews, comments made by Michelle Ang and Jennifer Corbett, but today we're going to look elsewhere in the Star Wars universe because we do have a couple of tidbits, one concerning Andor Season 2, and the other concerning a possible Mace Windu Disney Plus show. But if you've not done so already, please be sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below, and why not hit the bell for notifications to be alerted every time that I post a new video. But no more jibber jabber, let's dive straight in. As of late, we've had quite a handful of exciting and encouraging updates for Andor Season 2, from Stellan Skarsgård teasing what's in store for Luthen, to Adria Arjona and Diego Luna confirming Season 2 is wrapped filming. Speculation has been rife and widespread. And with the second season promising to give us strong connections to Rogue One, including the end scene of the first season, hinting at what they were building on Narkina 5, parts for the Death Star, Project Stardust, and more of that to come in Season 2. One character many fans expected to see return was director Krennic. Ben Mendelsohn's character is pivotal during the time period of Andor Season 2, and at the very least, you would anticipate a small cameo to come. But in a new interview with the Australian actor, he says that is not happening. I don't believe him, and you're about to see why. Emmy Award winner Ben Mendelsohn, who played Orson Krennic in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, confirms Lucasfilm has not reached out about a potential appearance in Andor Season 2. During a new interview with the Italian website Bad Taste, Mendelsohn addressed his possible return to the Star Wars universe, revealing there are more stories left to tell about his character Orson Krennic. He said, quote, "He's got a tremendous amount of things left to give the audience. What you need to understand about a character like Krennic is that if he had the chance, he would have tried to take over the entire game, the entire Imperial game, and it seems to me that this aspect has not been explored sufficiently." And he goes on to confirm that if given the opportunity, he would reprise his villainous character again, saying, quote, "As for being contacted by Lucasfilm for a new project, I can tell you no, I've not been approached for something like this. And yes, it would be great to see him again somewhere, but for now, everything stops here. But as far as I'm concerned, I would be very willing to explore it further and significantly in that world. I never expected to play a character like that, but then again, I never even expected to become an actor either, so for me they're all wonderful things." Now the reason I just don't believe this is because if he is in Andor Season 2, he has to deny, shut down speculation, play very coy, and he provided a very similar response to Liam Neeson, who for many months denied he was ever going to be in the Kenobi show, and then he was, in the final episode. And the same goes for Lars Mikkelsen. Even up until about 3 months out before the Ahsoka show, he was saying no, I've not been approached, I'm not in this. And of course he was. So I'm not going to take what Ben Mendelsohn said very seriously. I do expect some kind of Krennic cameo, but you never know, maybe we're wrong. It's certainly a possibility Tony Gilroy found a way around having Krennic in the show, or necessitating his appearance. I've always thought he was a badass Imperial character, and maybe he's going to re-emerge in the Bad Batch Season 3 instead. And so moving on my dear friends, following the big reveal that The Phantom Menace is coming back to theatres May 4th weekend, we've had a few more exclusives from Empire Online. Samuel L. Jackson reveals he wants a Disney Plus show for Mace Windu, insisting for the umpteenth time he's not dead. This is something echoed by George Lucas back when Revenge of the Sith came out. Samuel L. Jackson said to him, "Can Mace be alive?" And George agreed, saying, "Sure, Jedi can fall from great heights all the time. I've made endless theories about this. We've spoken about Mace Windu, how he could appear in a second season of Boba Fett, and that kind of thing. But Samuel L. Jackson wants a full-on show. And this is one of the most divisive subjects in the fandom. You have some fans who are really adamant that he's absolutely dead, stop bringing back dead characters, we don't need them, it ruins their storyline and the purpose they served. And on the other hand, a lot of people who want to see Mace Windu again. #Mace lives. In the past I've been on the latter train. But when it seemed almost certain that Disney wanted to completely avoid the subject, and double down on Mace Windu absolutely not having survived, I kind of gave up talking about the subject. I didn't see much point. My theory videos are out there, they've made the rounds, we've spoken about this, we've had the conversations, I've put forward my case, and I've dropped it. But I want to give you a slightly different angle, a different perspective. If they do, quote, resurrect Mace Windu, if they make a series after the Empire's rise or after its fall, focused on Mace Windu's adventures, In my opinion, they would have to explain how he didn't help with the rebellion and he didn't help take down Emperor Palpatine out of revenge. If they do this, to your average casual Star Wars fan, not those of us who live and breathe Star Wars, but those who enjoy the franchise and just want to see, a cool Star Wars movie or show, bringing Mace Windu back would certainly bring viewership. An explanation of why Mace Windu didn't get involved with the fight could be as simple as amnesia, not remembering who he was, falling into the depths of Coruscant, and maybe living several decades as a nomad, living a completely different life. And as my good buddy Star Wars Santa suggested, maybe along the way, he gets flashes of memories, mostly screaming and being shocked by Palpatine's electricity, his Sith lightning. Eventually he remembers who he is, and the story picks up. And even if you don't like that, if they were to bring Mace Windu back, they would need an explanation. Where has he been all these years? Was he cut off from the Force? Is that why Yoda or Obi-Wan didn't try to reach out? Some say Kenobi Season 2 could be a perfect place. But here's what Empire Magazine Online said. Ever since he first popped up in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Mace Windu has been one of the baddest baddest Jedi Masters in the business. Quite literally, in fact, Samuel L. Jackson has the letters BMF etched into the hilt of the lightsaber he kept. And so, since we never actually saw him perish, there have long been rumours and wishes from fans maybe he didn't die at all in Episode 3. Sure, his hand was sliced off by Anakin, and he was seriously sizzled by Palpatine's Force lightning. But in the Star Wars galaxy, is that really enough to kill the coolest Jedi? Not according to Jackson himself. In the new interview he said this: "He's not dead. That's settled then." 2 more words sure to stoke fans' imaginations. The man even pleaded to creative Bryce Dallas Howard, saying, "Please put me in The Mandalorian." Some fans aren't so certain, hoping that Disney and Lucasfilm move beyond dead characters. It's become something of an inside joke. No one's ever really gone. They are exploring Mace Windu in a comic series, but many more fans want to see him back on screen. It'd be a badass moment, I'm not gonna lie. Should they do it? Maybe. Having to give a logical, consistent, and solid, bulletproof explanation for how he returned. At least with Palpatine it was cloning. Let me know down below. Should Mace return? Should he get his own show? Or could he come back in one of the upcoming projects that we know is confirmed? And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you, always.